definitely lost over $1 million there. $1,000 of one video. $1,000 one YouTube video. I never thought I'd make good money from YouTube.
Yeah. You started the vlogging channel. Let's talk about how much money that was bringing you.
$1,000 came in from YouTube, came in from brand deals. That's like a Ferrari in a month.
Jesus Christ. Hello and welcome back to the Ahmed Mahmoud Show, a podcast where we discuss business, happiness, finances, personal finance, exactly. In particular, to this video, especially, happiness. Did I say that?
Yeah, you said that.
Oh, okay. Anyways, because it's important, I said it twice. Motivation, lessons, business, money. And today, we're about to get right into that. We have here the infamous MoVlogs laptop. We're about to find out, okay, a lot of people are watching this video. Maybe you guys are new to YouTube. You see all these YouTubers, they make money. MoVlogs today is going to reveal to us very exclusively, I really thank you,
No worries.
how much money he makes from YouTube. And we're going to dive right into YouTube analytics. How much does YouTube pay its creators? Let's get into it. Very, very interesting subject. I'm so excited myself. Mo, talk to us, man. Let's start off with your first YouTube channel you made. A lot of people think MoVlogs was your first channel. Was that your first channel?
My first YouTube channel was a channel called HitSpec KO. It was actually a gaming channel. I used to be like a gaming nerd. I had long hair. That's all I used to do. I used to just game, you know. And the only reason I actually opened a YouTube channel was because...
You wanted to make money online?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's because I used to play so much games that like my mom was like, what are you doing with your life? And then I was like, let me lie and just say it's a business. So obviously I was like, look, I'm making YouTube videos, but like I didn't care about money. I just like playing games. So, but it was a way of like, I am doing something like
productive.
I'm doing something productive, but like I just want to play the game.
Yeah. And she fell for that?
I mean, yeah.
Long story short.
I spent way more money. Like I was like buying like microphones and like headsets. I was like, yeah, I need.
You had to sell it to her.
Yeah, it's like I need the best microphone. I remember it was like a Yeti at the time. I don't know if you've heard about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
that
like
desk one. If you had that, you were.
Oh, bro.
You were like sponsored by FaZe. Like you get that mic and then FaZe just hires you directly.
It was like £60 or something. It was like £60, like 300 dirhams at the time. And I was like, bro, I bought that. Oof, I unboxed it. I was like, damn. I was like, I made it.
Yeah.
It's like having these microphones now, but like back then everything felt different, you know? It was like, whoa.
Now you don't even think about it.
I made an entire video about unboxing the microphone.
Yeah.
That's how special it was. And actually, I ended up making some money off the gaming channel, but it was so low that I could never claim it. So I was like, hey, if I want to make money, there's no way I can claim it. Because I think at the time, I don't know how the YouTube used to work at the time, but I ended up signing to an MCN.
Okay, what is an MCN?
An MCN is like a company that like, I guess manages your account. I don't know exactly what they do. Like they give you like access to some music if you need like any support in copyrights and stuff. That's what they're supposed to do anyways.
And how much percent of your money did they take?
I think it was actually not that bad. Even though I was like a small channel, I think it was like 80-20 or, which by the way is like kind of good, you know, especially because my channel had like 2,000-3,000
so they
subscribers.
take 20% of everything you make on YouTube.
Yeah, but I really didn't make any money. Like I probably made like...
You were a liability for them.
Yeah, honestly, like I was just they never helped me in anything anyways.
Okay, so why exactly did you sign with an MCN?
Because I thought like at the time, and this is why YouTube is so good nowadays, at the time there wasn't much information online.
Yeah.
Like nowadays if you Google like or YouTube, hey, should I sign to an MCN? You have so many reviews about it. You have literally all the truth about it. Back then, the only people making review videos were people that were signed to MCNs.
So they were saying good things.
So they were saying good things because they wanted to be. So you never knew the truth. So at the time, I remember, because we're talking like 8 years ago.
Yo, maybe these original YouTubers, they had
maybe they had like a
in the MCN.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they had some sort of deal because it was very hard to find videos. So obviously,
and if a big YouTuber is telling you that you join an MCN and you become big, you believe him because he became big.
Yeah. So at the time, there was very few videos. So I think at the time they used to say like, if you join, you're gonna make money. And obviously, I wasn't making money, so I was like, okay, I'm going to make money. It's better than no money.
Yeah.
So
80% of something is better than 100% of nothing.
100% of zero, right? So I think I ended up signing, but I learned that
That's really interesting. So yeah, guys, we're showing you a screen recording of MoVlogs' original channel, how much money that was generating for him. and you can kind of see how the YouTube dashboard kind of looks like. So this is what somebody who has a YouTube channel sees when he's looking and he's trying to see how much money he's making total, or how much money he's making per each video. This is the kind of dashboard they go. They have like a separate app. It's called YouTube Studio. And then on that app, they can kind of toggle through it. They see many different things, like how much each video is making.
Yeah, there's money, how much you're making, your CPM, your RPM. Nowadays, you get a lot more information. You know, like you get like how well your video is doing compared to your other videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, you find basically all the little information, how much people are watching throughout your video, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you know? So
Yeah.
stuff like that.
So did you close down HitSpec? What happened after HitSpec?
So I was obviously gaming at the time, but at that time we started moving around. So we were shifting from London to Dubai again. And obviously it was kind of hard because gaming...
Why were you moving from London to Dubai?
Because we just moved, you know, like we finished my studies. Actually, we didn't finish my studies. I took a break from my studies. I was like, at the time my sister had moved here.
Okay.
So she started her work here again. So we all shifted. And to be honest, it was kind of like a temporary thing. So obviously, guys, when I was around on YouTube, we're talking 8-10 years ago. It's like
subtle flex.
like 8 years ago, right? And that time there was actually a specific couple we used to watch. It was boyfriend versus girlfriend. And I used to love their vlogs, like
Jesse Wellens.
Yeah, Jesse and Gina, right? It's sad they broke up, you know. But we used to literally have lunch, eat food, watch the vlogs, and it was like a thing, you know. Like we used to enjoy it so much, and I don't know, YouTube just felt different back then, you know. Like you used to sit, eat. I think that's what people did with my videos at one point, you know. It's like, so I was like, this is cool. Like I love this. It just seems cool, like showing your life. And I was like, hey, I'm about to travel. Why don't I start vlogging? Like I can't really like always make gaming videos because I'm flying, and now I need to take my PlayStation or whatever it is, and now I need to, you know. So it felt inconvenient. And I just think
you just walk around, go anywhere you have a
yeah,
camera.
My vlog camera, I could just show everything. And I think it was just like
and you had that small G7X. So
yeah, I know. At the time when I started, I had a horrible camera. Like
okay.
the G7X was the upgrade.
Okay, it was like one of those handheld ones.
It was like a handheld, but like I really don't know how I got into vlogging. Like I think it just kind of became like a thing. Like I just liked it, but it was very much out of my comfort zone. Like if you watch my initial videos, I did not want to be recorded. Like
because you're a very introverted person.
Yeah, I'm very much at home. I didn't like
you don't like being in public, let alone being in public and holding a camera.
Yeah, I was
recording
shy.
yourself talking loudly.
Exactly.
It's the most embarrassing thing you can do.
But by the way, guys, nowadays it's normal to be.
Now it's cool.
Yeah, nowadays people, oh, you're a YouTuber. Yeah, back then when you recorded, everyone's like,
YouTuber.
Yo, what the hell?
Get
like,
a job.
Yo, don't record me. Like, yo, why are you even? What are you doing? You know?
Walking around with the camera.
Yeah, it was like very much like it was bad eyes looking at you. You know, it wasn't like nowadays. It's like, oh, you're a YouTuber. What do you do?
Yeah.
Like,
or even like when you're walking throughout the mall and you have a camera. Oh, it's a blogger. It's a YouTuber.
It's a TikToker. It's a blogger. It's a whatever.
He's doing his grind. He's on his grind.
There was not that. It was like a whoa, what's happening here?
And obviously, is there a difference, like if you're a gamer or if you're a vlogger, like between how much money you make on YouTube?
I don't think so, to be honest. I think it's probably very similar. The thing is, I haven't made game videos in a while, but I'm pretty sure it's probably the same.
Okay.
I think that's kind of like a similar market.
Okay. What do you think are the most paying?
I think most paying, definitely trading, crypto.
What do you say, finance?
Finance, yeah, finance. Everything.
That's why I started this one.
Yeah, this is a finance podcast, guys.
So finance the most. This is a finance only pod. Leave the happiness things I was talking about. This is a finance only podcast.
No, finance definitely highest paying. I think tutorial videos, like let's say if you're showing how to make a website type of stuff.
DIY also.
Yeah, stuff like that, where because those are the videos that when people watch it, they're more inclined to buy something or buy a service or do something. Because let's say if you're watching a video of how to learn trading or how to get into trading, you need to then make a trading account. You need to then put money into something.
Okay, I'm hoping most of you know by now that like if you're a YouTuber, you don't get paid depending on how many subscribers you have or how many likes your video got. You get paid specifically for amount of views. And
no, monetized views.
Monetized views and how long they spend watching the video.
No.
Okay.
So it's monetized views. Yeah, kind of close. So basically, normally, if you have a longer video, and the reason I say this, so the way you get paid on YouTube is by monetized views. So if you saw an ad at the beginning of this video, Ahmed got paid. No, I can't change it. So I don't have any ads in between my videos. If you guys noticed, but in the beginning now, there's no option for me to remove. There's always ads at the beginning. Yeah, obviously the pre-roll is there. And by the way, nowadays, if you don't put an ad, your video is not even going to show to everyone. So that's why you kind of have to turn on monetization, because obviously YouTube is a business, right?
They
If you don't turn on your monetization, it doesn't matter for them how many views your video gets.
It's
So they
useless for
push
them.
it less.
They'll push it less, yeah.
And by the way, if there's no ads, YouTube doesn't get paid either.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
So it's not like if you don't turn on ads, YouTube does not force ads.
So
on
I
your
heard
channel.
it's like a live auction.
Yeah, exactly. If there's ad block, you don't get paid. Secondly, let's say YouTube actually doesn't put an ad on every single video. Right now, if you like after this video, if you go on another video and another video and another video, just open 4 or 5 videos, you're not going to get an ad on every single one. And the reason YouTube does that is because it doesn't want to bore you constantly with ads. So maybe only half the videos.
I feel like they don't care about that anymore, man. They really do bore me.
Obviously, nowadays it's a bit more than
Now
before.
it's like 2 non-skippable.
Yeah, nowadays it's a bit
Ads.
more, but every single video doesn't have it. Even though every single video is monetized, every single video won't play an ad straight away. So you might get it in the middle of the video. So let's say, for example, you can also put ads in the middle of your video. You can put 100 ads.
You choose.
Yeah, you can put like 200 ads in the middle of your video if it's long enough, you know?
Yeah.
But they're not going to watch 200 ads.
Okay.
YouTube wouldn't even let it happen.
Okay.
So let's say if you put an ad every 5 seconds in your video, they're not going to get an ad every 5 seconds. They might get it every 30 seconds.
But they'll get it more frequently than if I don't, obviously.
Yeah, but YouTube limits it, you know?
Yeah.
So, because they don't want, even if you're abusing the system. And
They don't want to abuse their viewers.
Yeah, because maybe the logic is maybe what if you do a 1 hour video of 5,000 ads, you just put someone and just let it play and just get a bunch of money, right?
Yeah, I
So,
would do that.
5,000 ads on this video.
No. 0 ads, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all right. So, you started the vlogging channel. Let's
Yeah.
talk about how much money that was bringing you.
So when I started the vlogging channel, obviously like first 6 months to a year, nothing, right? Probably something around that time. By the way, since I started the vlogging channel, I never signed up with any like MCNs or something. Like always the channel was mine. And even though you could probably in some situations get like sign up bonuses or like a better deal, but like I was always like, listen, all I want is I want to control myself. Like I don't care about the money. I want to at least know that I can do whatever and no one's controlling me. So first couple of months started making a little bit of money, and then at one point I started hitting like viral videos, like, and that's when the money really came in. And
How long after you started the vlogging channel?
I think it was probably about a year in, like 7-8 months in. That's when I started hitting the viral videos, and things started just going crazy from there. Like my aim, by the way, when I started a YouTube channel, my aim was to make like $2,500 a month, because I was like, how much money is enough to live and make videos? And I remember it's a funny story. Like I told my mom, $25,000 a year is what I'll keep. Anything over, I'll give to you. And I was like, whoa,
many millions.
Because I never thought I'd actually make money from YouTube. Like it was fun, but I never thought I'd make good money from YouTube.
Yeah.
So I think at that point, like literally probably like after the year, like where I was making no money, I think a month came in, I probably made like 1,000. And then I think after that was like 3,000. And then after that was like 6,000. And then it just started going higher and higher. But then there was like a little phase where it bounced around, but then it started going like
How much were you making per month?
I'd say like maybe $60,000-$70,000 a month just from YouTube, like just from the YouTube ads. And I think the highest I ever kind of got was like,
the highest you got from 1 month of YouTube.
yeah, I think it was 100 and something, right? It was like 100 and I don't know the exact, it was over $100,000, definitely.
Wow, 6 figures.
And I was like, oh my goodness. And by the way, if $100,000 came in from YouTube, and let's say the same came in from brand deals, that's like a Ferrari in a month.
Jesus Christ.
And by the way, like I've really changed. Like at that point, I was like daily vlogging. I was like, oh
You're
my
on the
God.
grind.
I was on the grind. Honestly, I was on the
Beast
grind.
mode.
Like it was beast mode. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's mad. Okay, your most earning YouTube video on Movlog's channel.
Most earning YouTube video. So I think my most earning is a video I made like years ago. It was like rich kids of Middle East.
Guys, we're gonna attach a screenshot here.
Yeah, I'll put the screenshot. I think that video made just over $21,000. Now, it would have made a lot more.
$21,000 of one video.
$21,000 one YouTube video. That's a lot of money. I mean, well, however you put it, by the way, I have like over 1,000 YouTube videos.
For like if you're US minimum wage, I think that's like half
That's
your
like
salary.
half a year of salary, right?
6 months of working from
And
one video,
by
which
the
you
way-
recorded in one day,
Yeah, one day.
and you edited it in 2 hours.
Yeah, one day, 2 hours of editing, boom.
But you know, you say that, and some people say that, but you don't pay for you pay for the 3 years of building that channel.
Exactly.
And years of learning how to vlog.
It's like right now, if you ask Cristiano Ronaldo to post a picture for you, I'm telling you, he's going to charge like $500,000.
Yeah, for 1 second of work.
Or actually, probably more. Like, I don't know his rates. It might be $1 million for a picture.
1 second of work.
But why is Cristiano Ronaldo there? Because he did 20 years of unpaid craziness, right?
You don't pay the plumber for banging on the pipes. You pay him to know where to bang. Anyways, so your most earning video.
Most earning video, that's the video. Actually, it would earn a lot more, but there was a phase that it was copyright striked, but it got uncopyright striked.
Why did they copyright it?
I think, guys, at the time I was using lots of copyright music. Like, I literally sit in the car, put Drake songs, put Rihanna songs, Ariana, whatever it was. I didn't care. Like, I was listening to the song, I was putting it in the vlog. You know, that was and at that time, by the way, really, like, I genuinely didn't care too much about
money.
The monetization. It was more like,
so how did you fight that?
I think there's actually a way you can cut out the music from the videos.
So you just trimmed it out.
I trimmed it out, but I think most of my videos I just really didn't bother. Like, I have. We'll get onto that, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get you in right now. So the most amount of money you lost on YouTube.
So here's the thing, guys. YouTube, the way it used to work, it was kind of like an untold secret, right?
Okay.
But every YouTuber kind of knew. It was like a rule of like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
You could use 15 seconds of copyright music, but you weren't going to get claimed. Because at the time, YouTube's system of automatically recognizing
the algorithm,
music,
the AI.
Yeah, YouTube had, like nowadays, if you get copyright, the company's not sitting there finding your video. There's an automatic system that they find if you use the Drake song. So at the time, if it was less than 15 seconds, it wouldn't be recognized. So most of the time, if I was going to put songs, I'd probably put like 13, 12 seconds. Sometimes I just put like crazy amounts. But most of the time, I was like, okay, let me just try and, at least not get copyrighted. So one day I woke up and I had 500 copyright strikes. And not strikes, copyright claims. Look at this, guys. Look at the amount of claims.
Oh my goodness.
All of this is just copyright.
This is hundreds of thousands of dollars probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my goodness.
So I woke up, I have 500 copyright claims. And I was like, oh my goodness. And by the way, my worry actually at the time wasn't the money. My worry was like, is my channel going to get taken down?
Yeah, because 500.
Yeah, so by the way, if you have 3 strikes, your channel gets taken down. But this was 500 claims. So I was like, are these going to become strikes? Like, I didn't know. I was like, what's happening? But obviously, it's copyright claims.
And there's your most viewed videos.
And oh my God, we're talking like video 10 million views, 5 million views, 7 million views. So
all your hard work.
All of these videos, by the way,
your biggest hits.
All of these videos, like, all the money, like, let's say you took, it's fine, you keep that, but from then on out, all the money these videos make are gone. And by the way, like, that's a lot, because let's say, for example, if I'm getting 50 million views that month, 30 million of them are from these old videos.
These become the main.
These become the big money.
The powerhouse, yeah.
I think in terms of money, definitely lost over $500,000 there. $500,000
in one day,
just because I like listening to songs.
To Drake especially.
I love Drake. I mean, he can take my money. He can, Drake.
You do it again.
I think, by the way, I'm not the only one. Like, Mr. Beast has a lot of claims.
But why didn't you just go and remove them all?
I like the videos.
No way. But till now, why don't you go do it? Like, you should do it. Like, right now, I should do it for you.
But honestly, the thing is, sometimes you can't cut the section, but that ruins the video.
Yeah.
And other than that, you'd have to. Let's say if you're watching us talk right now, and instead of us talking now, it's just this random song like, and then you can see us talking. So it ruins the video.
Oh, because sometimes you're using that song as like a
while we're talking. So it just ruins the video. So am I gonna ruin 500 videos to make more money?
And especially because those people who watch those videos, okay, you don't earn money from that video, but they subscribe, they watch your other videos, like, from them, and they enjoy the video.
Exactly.
So it's like an investment.
So yeah, you don't want to.
Like you're breaking a few eggs to make an omelet.
And imagine if you're gonna go back and ruin 500 videos, people are gonna say, "Wow, just for money, you're just ruining your entire channel."
Your best videos.
Yeah, your best videos. Like, I like these videos.
And anyways, they're not gonna make money after that if you ruin them, because no one's gonna watch them.
Yeah.
Anyways, so.
I mean, it's just not worth it.
Anyways, I want to talk about your first few brand deals. So, as you know now, you get paid by your viewers, your monetized viewers on YouTube. Another way YouTubers make a lot of money is by brand deals. Can you tell us about some of your first few brand deals?
So my first brand deal, when I started, I really didn't know like the money I should be charging, right? I had no idea. Like, by the way,
Actually, nobody does.
I feel like nowadays it kind of like
Yeah.
all YouTubers talk to each other. How much do you charge? How much do you charge? Everyone knows, right?
Yeah.
But back then I was like, yo, like someone's like, I want to pay you for an ad. I'm like, I don't know. And I think the first ad I got, and oh my God, like I had no clue, right? So I think the first ad I sold, or I think it was like $200.
They paid you?
I think it
But
was
was that
$200.
good?
No, it was
Relatively?
horrible. No, because I was getting good views.
Oh, okay.
Like, I
So they
think at the
scammed you.
time it was like I was getting maybe like 200K per vlog.
Oh my god.
And by the $200 for 200K is whoa.
So how much is good for 200K?
Like I think if it's 200K, like nowadays, people are charging probably like $5,000, $10,000. Like it depends on like how big the channel is.
And also where the viewers are
And
from.
by the way, I'm telling you, 200,000 was like my first week views. Like that video probably got 1 million. You know, like
Wow.
at that time was like my first 1 or 2 day views were like 200K. So it
Did
grew-
you say $200 or did they offer you $200?
I think I just said it.
Oh, so it's your fault.
So guys, I didn't know how much
Yeah.
money. So I was like, $200. Just give me
Yeah.
$200.
Wow,
They
that
were
guy was like, wow, man.
yeah, I was like, I was happy.
Yeah.
I was over the moon. I remember, guys, I was like nervous. I was like, whoa, I just got paid $200 for an ad. Like, okay, what do I say? And I was like reading, like I made a script. I wrote down a script of points, and I was like, and I think it was for like some,
You got hyped.
I think it was for like an app that does filters on Snapchat or something. I can't remember the exact ad, but I was like, I was selling that app.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people are like, oh, I'll come record at your store, like, but pay me. But that back then, I was just like walking in, free promo for everyone. I just wanted to record anything cool.
Yeah, you just need content.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. And while we were touching on the how much you charge, how much someone should charge, depending on how many views they have. Another thing I realized is also YouTube, even YouTube, they pay you differently depending on which type of viewers you have, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So as well as the interest which that YouTubers watch, which that user is watching that video for, it also depends on the nationality of that person.
I think they just base it on which country has more spending power.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, guys, if you go to like a third world country where it's like people don't have
Give an
good
example.
I'll just
Nepal.
Yeah, exactly. Somewhere where there's no internet access or something. So, or if you have an ad that runs in USA, United States, people there are a bit more advanced. Everyone has credit cards, everyone has spending power. They'll go online and buy stuff, but what's the likeliness of that happening in another country, right?
Nice,
or Nepal or Uganda or whatever the country is. So, depending on where people watch your video. So, if you're in America watching this right now, we're getting paid more for your view.
So stay watching.
So
You're very important. to
you're a
me.
very important person. So it just it depends.
I'm
So
joking.
there's different
That's not
CPMs.
monetized.
I mean, there's
We'll attach a screenshot of Mo.
yeah, there's like a country called like Isle of Man or something. We'll put the screenshot right now. It's I think Isle of Man. Yeah, I don't know what this country is, but look at it. It's $12 CPM.
Wow.
And then US is $10. But obviously, like I might have like 10 views from Isle of Man. Or
What's Isle of Man?
I don't know. It's a country, I guess.
You get paid the most if this country, Isle of Man.
Yeah. So if I
person
get
was-
like 1 million monetized views from Isle of Man, I get $12,500. Wow. I guess.
Jesus Christ. Let's move there.
Where is Isle of Man?
I have no idea.
I've literally never heard of it.
I don't think it's a place. I think it's a type of.
No, that's look. It's right above United States. It has to be a country.
I think they characterize it like a like.
If
maybe
you're
a
watching this
certain
from
view.
Isle of Man,
comment
please comment.
and send it to all your friends that are in Isle of Man. We need the whole island or the whole
No.
like, city.
But yeah, so depending on where you watch the video, that's how much money the YouTuber gets. So if these videos are watched in the United States or anywhere else, you get more money. If they're watched in a third world country, we get less money.
So you mentioned CPM and RPM. What do these terms mean?
So CPM is how much you get paid technically for 1,000 monetized views, but RPM is how much you're actually getting paid. So for example, if you get 1 million views, that doesn't mean you got 1 million monetized views. That doesn't mean every person that clicked on your video saw an ad.
Okay.
So RPM is the real.
Yeah.
So for example, if you had 1 million views, but YouTube only gave an ad to 300,000 people, that's now your RPM. So your
Okay.
RPM, for example, in that sense would be like 1/3 of
So does
the
it matter
CPM.
how much they've watched the video?
Now, yes, because
You can put more ads.
you can put more ads,
But also,
and that makes a big difference, by the way. Because let's say if YouTube doesn't pop up the ad in the beginning, then more likely, if you're going to watch a few minutes into the video, there's going to be an ad.
Right. Yeah.
And secondly, nowadays they have the YouTube Premium. So on that, they specifically pay for watch time because it's a subscription model, $10 a month. Now they're gonna split up your $10 into who you've watched more because there's no ads.
Yeah.
So let's say if you watched 7 hours of Mo Vlogs,
70%.
and 3 hours of Mr. Beast,
You get seven.
I get seven. Like, but then
Mine
again,
$7.
YouTube takes
take their commission.
50% or something. You know?
Wow. You have an idea on a normal video how much percentage YouTube takes versus how much the creator takes?
Yeah, no. YouTube, it's a publicly known thing. I think they take 45%.
Of all videos. On the
Everything,
platform.
everything that's being put out on YouTube, 45% goes to YouTube. I think that's the number. I'm
And they
pretty sure.
still manage to make so much for the creators, which is really good.
And by the way, YouTube actually, from what I've heard, they don't make a lot of profit. Like they're not like.
Okay.
I remember I read this like a few years ago. I think like on margins, because guys, if you think about it, like we don't know the cost that goes into it, but imagine how much storage you need to put everyone's videos online.
Yeah. There are two brand deals with stories you told me about that I want you to talk about on this video. Because I remember they were so funny.
Yeah.
And I want
I
you
lost
to,
a lot
to
of
tell
money.
the story about those two. Because those two were like, first of all, big, famous companies.
Yeah, it was two
And
huge
funny
brand
stories.
deals. It's a very famous crisps chips type of company. It's a
Yeah.
very famous one,
Yeah.
like top 3.
You know that?
Yeah, it's a very famous crisp company. So here's the thing, right? When I started YouTube, like it was kind of fascinating and like companies were like trying to sign me and everyone was trying to do some sort of work for me. So I didn't trust anyone, right? I was still kind of young at the time. Everyone's trying to sign you, like, no, sign to our company, sign to our company.
Yeah. Everybody wants a piece of you.
Everyone wants a piece of you. And my philosophy was, number one, I'm not doing this for money. So I'm not going to sign to you because I wanted freedom. Like I didn't want to be stuck in a bad contract or... So even when brand deals would come, I'd always be very like hesitant towards the contract. Anyways, I get a call, right? They're like, hey, we got this crisp company. They want to work with you. You're going to go to the desert, do some activities, promote the crisps, da 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 da. And I was like, oh, fascinating. Okay, great. And it was actually like a large sum of money. It was like probably $30,000.
Wow.
I think so. I can't remember. It was like $25,000-$30,000. And we're talking like, this is when I like almost started, right? This is crazy money.
The most you've ever seen in your life.
Until that day, that was the most that was ever offered to me, right?
Wow.
And I was like, wow. So obviously I was like, all right, there has to be a catch. So send me the contract, right?
Yeah.
So that's when things started going weird. And I don't know, I think the people handling were a bit busy, but I obviously felt like, whoa, they're not
They're not
sending the
replying.
They're not replying properly. They're sending the contract late. And I was like, listen, for me to do this, I need the money up front, cash, or just give me something that I have the money, right? So the event was in like 2 days and they still didn't send me the contract. So one day before the event, the lady meets me and she gives me a check. And I was like, but I said I want the payment now.
Cash.
Now, I was like, I said at least I want a cash check. I don't want a check that I can cash out later. Like I don't want to show up and do everything and then later I have to fight you for my money. But I didn't realize, because back then, guys, I used to always hear about stories of like checks bouncing and just like you have to chase up your money. And I was like, no. I was like, you. And by the way, they at the time told me, yes, it's going to be a cash check. Yes, we'll give it to you up front. So when it wasn't a cash check, I just felt, whoa. And secondly, the contract, I didn't like the contract. So I didn't get to make changes. It was such like a quick deal. So I lost $30,000 because I was stubborn. I wanted cash. And
the way you explained it to me was just like basically everything was good, but you were like, no, I want cash.
Yeah.
And then you just had to, because you said that you wanted to stick to your word. So they were like explaining to you like,
and it was actually a crazier
I
situation.
think they even offered you a cash check, no?
No, so the crazier situation is I gave the check back and they said, okay, we'll go get you the cash, and they never did. So I think they got like upset. They're like, all right, we don't want to deal with you.
Guys, nobody who ever does brand deals asks for cash.
Yeah.
It's like
Guys,
what are you? You don't have like a bank account you can keep it in? Like
I wanted a cash check at least, like something where I can boom have the money on the spot before I show up.
Yeah, but I guess that's kind of fair.
Yeah, that was fair, but that was honestly, it wasn't even my fault. I think
but you didn't think that company had the $30,000.
Yeah, but then again,
That was
now, like if it was a now situation, like know what I know, like I should have taken the
Yeah,
money. Like,
they have enough to cash in hundreds of
guys, by the way,
percent.
this company literally had a whole building, like a whole building, and I was like,
Oh my God.
after when I found out, I was like,
Like $30,000 of rent for like one office
did I
in the
really
building.
think that this huge company worth hundreds of millions is gonna steal $30,000 from me? Am I an idiot?
And put their reputation on the line. Like
Yeah,
that.
it was a horrible decision.
So the next company.
Yeah, guys, honestly, when I started, I was losing tons of money, and this was actually something I'm kind of happy. So I got hit up. It was actually through a manager of mine at the time. It was a huge restaurant. We're talking like probably top 5 restaurants in the world, right?
Franchises.
Yeah, it was a top 5 franchise. It's a fast food place, biggest, like one of the biggest, right?
You can guess.
Yeah, you can probably guess. So I thought I made it, right? Like we're talking a big brand. I'm like, yo. So money was good.
Yeah.
Everything was good. And
Yeah.
it comes around to the idea. And they're like, look, the idea is we want to show that everything we're doing is like super good quality and clean. So we want the video to be, you show your kitchen at home and you show our kitchen in our restaurant, and we show why your kitchen is dirtier than our kitchen. I was like, no, my kitchen's cleaned. Why would I show my kitchen is dirty? No, that's my kitchen.
But they want to just resemble like they're
Yeah,
really
but
clean.
number one, I don't want to lie. Like, I have to be genuine to my feelings, right? Like, I get it, you're throwing money at me, but like, I would say that both our kitchens are clean, but not mine is dirty and yours is clean,
Yeah,
right?
but they need that contrast.
They need that contrast. And I was like, no, I'm not giving that. And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to do this deal. And by the way, like, I'm proud.
How much
of
money
that.
was on that deal?
I think at the time it was around probably like $20,000, which was.
Another 20,000.
And by the way, guys, these numbers nowadays might not mean a lot because there's so many YouTubers making crazy money. Like we're talking 7 years ago, that was like, wow. Like 7 years ago, like
You're like a 20-year-old kid.
I was like 22 and people are throwing these big money. And like,
You're 27 now.
so
28.
yeah, so maybe
27,
21.
yeah.
Yeah, 20, 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
20. You're 20
I'd
and you're
never
getting
seen this.
$30,000, $20,000.
I'd never seen that money. in my
University dropout.
life. Exactly. But in that situation, I'm kind of happy.
This is like how much like people like who were going to university were making, who went to a top university
Yeah,
were
like-
making after like 3 months of work.
Yeah. So, but at the time, honestly, though, the good thing is I kind of made a reputation for myself in Dubai that, like, I'm not going to work with everyone. You know,
Yeah.
I remember at one point,
Difficult.
like, agencies were talking, like, yo, this kid just didn't take our $30,000. Like, what is wrong with him? Like, it was like
he rejects more money than he accepts.
yeah, how the hell is this kid just rejecting money? Like, what does he want? Like, what is he doing it for?
Yeah.
Eventually, I kind of fixed up as well. But, you know, like, I was still making money.
And sometimes it's good to be known as the person who knows how to deal with his work, you know?
I don't know if there's a better way to handle it, but I generally just didn't want to do the idea.
Yeah. And sometimes, you know, it's important that in the beginning you choose which a lot of people sometimes they try to advertise too quickly or they try to make money too fast and because
Yeah,
of that,
like-
they end up
Like right
hurting
now,
the
my
system.
mom's doing TikTok, like if you guys don't know. And literally, like I was like, look, mom, I have money. We make good money. Don't take brand deals.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that, guys, is like a lot of the time, if you like, I see this happen a lot with creators, right? And I hate this. Most creators nowadays, I'm sorry to say, they're doing it because they know there's money.
Yeah.
It's not like before people didn't know. Like when KSI started, he didn't know you could make money.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
like these guys,
Now it's
but
so-
nowadays everyone knows. Like if I get on social media, I can make money.
Yeah.
But-
I don't have to do a job.
Yeah,
I don't
like-
have to sit in an office. I can just
I know I can sell ads quickly. I can go to companies. So, and nowadays, one thing I hate is you see like social media people start, they literally have like whatever, few 100K, 50K, even maybe less, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
But like nowhere near their potential. That's the point. It's not about the number. Maybe if your niche is only a smaller niche.
Yeah.
But I see people that have crazy potential. They get just a little bit of followers and then they're just like, boom, ad.
They're already thinking
ad,
about
ad,
how am I gonna
ad.
make the most
And
money
I'm
out of
like,
this
yo,
situation.
you could grow, like just don't do ads for 3 months. You can double your size, triple your size and charge 5 times more, but at least just grow to your potential, you know? Like it's fine if you've peaked
Yeah, then start.
and
yeah.
you're taking good brand deals that are paying you good money, great, do it. At that point, if you feel like, hey, my channel's not growing anymore, or I've kind of hit a good spot where I want to like, if it makes sense, it's fine. But like, don't sell yourself too quick and short, you know? It's just like, and at that point, people watching you, they're going to be like, all right, well, like this guy is like a new guy coming in, but like, it's just too quick, too early.
Yeah. Okay. So after YouTube, you were like midway through the Movlogs channel, you could say. You went and decided to kind of go off the track, and you started your first physical business,
Yeah.
Fun and Shakes.
So yeah, Fun and
Talk to us
Shakes.
about it.
I love Fun and Shakes. By the way, so here's the thing. YouTube was great. I loved it, and I was like, oh, I just want to do something different. I think the main thing is I always try and do things that I enjoy.
Yeah.
And honestly, guys, like I know people say like you're more successful when you do things you enjoy. It's true, because if you enjoy something, you're gonna go at it. So I think at that point I was like, wouldn't it be like super cool? I have tons of fans. Like, then you make a business and like I get to like meet them. So I was like, let me make a coffee shop. I like coffee. I like milkshakes. I like all of that. So it just made sense, right? I can sit there myself and
You like
enjoy
coffee?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we made the business. But here's the thing. I had never had a physical business until then. And I did not know the amount of work it takes, right? So I'm doing daily vlogs, like recording day to night and handling all the business deals and whatever.
Like what? Yeah, I remember you were telling me something like that. There was a problem with the pipes, and then they had to
so
remove your.
we make the shop right. First you bring your interior designers, then you get your chefs, then you get this, etc., etc. So everything was fine. I mean, by the way, we were doing quite well. Like I remember, like everyone was coming
How
supporting.
much money you were making?
I can't remember the exact numbers, but we were profiting.
In the first year, which is like 90%
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, exactly. First year, that's when most people actually struggle. But obviously, because we had all that social media presence. But the problem was maybe like 4 or 5 months down the line, you get calls. Oh, there's a pipe leak, and okay, now we have to fix it. And
I remember you were telling me that the other shop wanted to fix it, and you
Yeah,
were thinking
exactly.
they might break something. And
exactly, we did. Now it's like the other shops like, let me fix it, and then they did something and got ruined on their own stuff, and then it was like it just became so much of a headache, and we didn't have.
You're renting a big space from a
we
landlord. With
didn't,
many
we didn't have the
people.
best. Honestly, like we didn't have the best management because
infrastructure.
yeah, it wasn't like we were new to this. We didn't know how you run exactly a coffee shop. Like you have your little systems and your accounting.
Yeah.
Now to make sure like everyone's handling the business right, customer service. I'm spending half my time on a business, half my time on YouTube, but I like YouTube more than handling a business.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm not gonna pretend like
enjoy it
I
more.
enjoy
Yeah.
it. So we kept the business open.
Then COVID hit.
Then Corona came. First few months, I think like you had to be closed for like a certain time period.
And you just lost.
Yeah, so it was like it was already
You
taking
must
up
have
so
lost
much
a
of
lot
my
of money.
time. And then the problem is I didn't care about the money aspect because we weren't running a huge business, right? Like it was a nice business,
But you're still losing a lot of money.
yeah, so you're losing money still. So your business has to kind of be closed. COVID hit, everyone's inside. No one can actually come out to have food. And the main problem wasn't that. It was more like there were so many rules because the whole world, there was Corona. There was like, today the rule is you have to be closed. Tomorrow the rule is you have to be open. And there was just so much of my mental time. Like, okay, staff, don't go in today. Staff, go in today. You do this, you don't do this. And I was handling most of it. Actually, my mom was handling most of it. And it just became more stress. Okay, you can make money, but if I'm going to stress so much
At
about
what
it.
cost? Yeah.
Yeah, what's the cost of it? Like I can just put more time into my YouTube videos and make way more money, to be honest.
I'd say, to be honest, like 5 YouTube videos, you can make more than what you're making for
In a year,
functions.
probably,
Really?
Yeah, I mean, probably,
If
right?
it's like 5 hits.
Yeah, if it's like 5 really good videos, I make more than like... And that's
Because for a physical business, like if you make like a $5,000 profit or something, that's really good.
And by the way,
business
like...
per month. But for YouTube,
I
that's-
think, like, being honest, guys, like, I just did the business just as an enjoyment thing. Like, I think I gave everyone free milkshakes,
Yeah,
literally.
honestly.
Like, even if it was like a fan that I really liked, and I was like, all right, you know what, don't worry about
Eat
it.
there all the time for free.
Yeah, guys, literally.
I think I ate like a significant chunk of your profits.
Like, oh no, like, I literally, every time we're there, like, all my friends every single day, like,
Literally every morning we'd go there for coffee before we start
every
any video.
morning, every lunch, every evening, all my friends would just be eating there.
Every business meeting.
Every business meeting. Like, guys, it was just basically like, and like literally, I'd meet fans. I was like, oh, come on, they deserve a free milkshake, you know? And then like sometimes I'm not.
Would you say Financial was a flop?
It wasn't a flop, but it was a flop. It was a flop in the like, it was a flop that I should have kept it running, you know?
Right, okay.
But I wouldn't say it was like like I don't regret it. I love Fun and Shakes.
Yeah.
I love the fact that I opened Fun and Shakes. It's just like
Yeah.
and by the way,
And sometimes you don't have to regret. Like some the best times in life are when you had
Yeah.
small failures. You know?
and like
The failures
right
teach you
now,
all the lessons.
it teaches me like next time if I'm going to do a business, number one, I'm not going to handle it myself. I'm going to put a proper team that kind of like is
Yeah.
handling it. And in those situations, guys, you need a team that is either co-invested with you, because you can't hire someone and expect them to care about your business.
They won't.
They won't, unless they have an equity or a percentage or something. That's when they care. Because if I tell you, hey, I'm going to pay you a few thousand a month, but care with your life, you're going to get your few thousand a month regardless.
Yeah.
So why would I care to now, should I put it on this delivery platform?
Yeah.
And, you know,
What do you say altogether, the Fun and Chicks business? Did you lose altogether?
I think we probably like broke even, but
because you know you had a lot of costs, like
the reason I
interior
say
design
that,
and stuff.
the
you know?
interior design was
Sofas and
expensive.
setup.
So I don't think we lost money, like as in like running wise, but I think we spent so much on interior, so much on equipment. So technically we lost money, but it was more like stuff that had like the equipment. Let's say right now I have
You
like,
still have it.
I have hundreds of thousands of cooking equipment in my house. So is it a loss? Not really, but technically in a business standpoint, I guess it's a loss.
Okay, but you still have it if you want to sell
Yeah,
it.
like I still have it. Like we still cook with it.
All right. Anyways, so all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, Mike.
Guys, I'm sweating by the way.
Oh my
This
god,
is
guys! You have to turn on all the ACs. We're filming
we
this
turned it
outside.
all off.
But I hope if any of you are interested to start a channel or how a creator, a YouTuber makes his money and how much money they make and all their different business ventures, I hope this
Yeah.
kind of gives you an idea. I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, please give it a like,
Smash the like button,
subscribe, comment, share.
share.
Check out more vlogs. He's my
And-
brother. He always comes for all my videos.
Yes,
I always
sir.
appreciate it.
Guys,
Great friend.
The Ahmed Mahmoud Show. That's what's up.
The way you pronounce it is funny. Mahmoud Show.
The Ahmed Mahmoud Show.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, don't skip the ad. There's an ad coming right now.